for whatever reason, the IRS decides it's going to audit somebody, what's the beginning? What's the first step they take?
Well, the first thing that a taxpayer will get is a letter. So the IRS will not contact somebody by phone or email. It's a letter.
We tell people that all the time. No, the IRS is not calling you to pay your tax bill with your ATM card. No, they don't do that.
And because the IRS contacts taxpayers by letter, it's very important that taxpayers keep the IRS aware of your address. Yeah, because if you change addresses and the IRS doesn't know, then the letter it will go to your old address and it may be forwarded to your new address. Now, if it's not forwarded to your new address for some reason, it's up to you.
That's your problem.
Not the IRS. Yeah, it's your problem. So you've got to make sure that you keep up with the current information to the IRS. Now, the IRS will track your address changes based on the return filed. But let's say you file a return in April of the year, but in May, you change addresses. So for the period after you change your address until you file a new return, the IRS doesn't have.
They don't know where you are. Yeah.
So you need to let the IRS know and say, I've moved and I have a change of address. Let them know. And as low as the risk of audit is, you don't want any information, let's say an audit notice, to go by the wayside.
Yeah.
Because that can create problems. So one advice is always keep the IRS alert and informed of your current address, because the correspondence letter will go to your address on record.
The address that they know about. That's very interesting. And I'm just going to tell you, it has never occurred to me to do that. I'm an adult. I've moved many times in my life, and I've never written a letter to the IRS saying, hey, I moved.
So there's a form, and the IRS has thousands of forms. If you just go to the web and hit IRS change of address form,
okay,
the form will come up. You complete it. It's a very simple form, and then you file it. Really easy.
Okay. So that is worth the cost of this podcast right there.
There have been so many taxpayers who've come to us and said, well, I don't know what happened. The IRS is starting to collect. I never got a notice. And then the question then I'll ask is, have you changed your address? When's the last time you filed a return, and so on? And then they say, oh, I don't know about change of address forms and so on. And you can, and I have, when I've changed addresses, alerted the Postal Service.
Yeah.
I've got to change it, but you've got to let the IRS know.
Yeah. Those two departments don't talk to each other.
No, you rely on one to help with the other. No, you've got to, it's too important. So you've got to let the IRS know.
That is an important one. Okay.